Wall Street's finally getting over its post-COVID hangover, the one that crushed anything that made a fortune due to the pandemic. Take Thermo Fisher Scientific. That's that fabulous lab equipment company that we call the arms dealer to the pharma and life sciences industry. This stock had a huge run during the worst days of the pandemic because their diagnostics business racked up billions upon billions in COVID testing revenue. As it should, it was the best. Then last year, Thermo Fisher lapped those numbers, making for much tougher year-over-year comparisons, which is what Wall Street's stuck thinking about. But since last November, though, the stock's come to life. Today, we got a reminder of why people keep buying it. This morning, Thermo Fisher reported just a beautiful quarter. Excellent. Huge revenue beat, much better than expected organic growth, and a solid earnings beat. Even better, Magic gave you a bullish full-year forecast. That's why the stock rallied 3% today. Can it keep climbing? Let's check in with Marc Casper, the bankable chairman and CEO of Thermo Fisher, to get a better read on the quarter. What comes next? Mr. Casper, welcome back to Mad Money.
Jim, thanks for having me. It's great to be back today.
It's great to have you. Mark, you know, so many people were worried, well, how will Thermo Fisher do now that COVID is waning? And I always remember that the best days of Thermo Fisher are just the consistency, and you should stop worrying about pre-pandemic post. You delivered the same fabulous numbers you always do. Tell us how you're able to do it so consistently.
Well, really, the team has just done an incredible job, right? 2022 was another very successful year for the company, really for our customers, where we did great work, for our shareholders in terms of value creation, and ultimately for setting up the company for an incredibly bright future. So it's the team that ultimately makes it all happen.
I think you're so right. You've got many different divisions. They all do come together. A lot of people always said, you can't own the stock of Thermo Fisher if there's not a lot of IPOs and therefore not a lot of biotech companies coming public. That was your strongest division, for heaven's sake. Why people don't understand that biotechs and companies that do biosimilars, they can't do it without you.
Yeah, we built a really unique position to be able to go from taking a scientific idea for our clients in the pharmaceutical and biotech industry all the way through the process of bringing that medicine to market, through the regulatory process, through the scale-up of the production. And that unique value proposition has allowed us to grow our largest customer set, which is pharmaceutical and biotech, by mid-teens organic growth. And it's really impressive what we've been able to do for our customers, and I'm excited for what the future holds in supporting those customers.
Well, I want people to understand exactly how what you're saying matters. Let's pick something like mRNA technology, which turned out to be the wonder of the pandemic. Something people hadn't heard for now, but that's totally breakthrough. That really is done on the platform that is Thermo Fisher.
Yeah, so when you think about the environment we're in today, I really call it the golden age of biology. It's an incredibly exciting time for science, and mRNA is a great example of how you're very rapidly able to take a technology and bring out a vaccine and ultimately drugs that will benefit patients very quickly and cost effectively. In the pandemic, our technologies were used, the nucleic acids to make the mRNA, our bioproduction business, which is the purification products, to refine the product, and ultimately our pharmaceutical manufacturing plants were able to scale up and produce the final product for the vaccines. And when I think about going forward, because it's not just about the pandemic, there's so much investment going on in mRNA, and our enabling technologies are going to be key to that. And one of the things that we talked about publicly is the collaboration we have with Moderna, where we're going to be their partner for the fill finish of their pipeline of future mRNA medicines and vaccines. So we're very excited about the importance of that technology and our role in supporting it.
I want to follow up on this golden age. When I met Stefan Bancel, he told me, the CEO of Moderna, he told me, look, one day we'll get your gene sequence, we'll have a personalized vaccine for you against cancer. And I never thought it's possible. But when I listen to you, I think that one day could happen.
Yeah, and when I think about some of the roles that we play in it, our products are used in the companion diagnostics for many medicines. We just had one that was approved for, getting the right therapy for a type of eye cancer. And across the spectrum, we've seen a number of announcements where the FDA has been approving our products to be used as a companion by doctors to diagnose the right medicine. So we play an important role in making that a reality.
I don't know if many people know how important you are to China. And I know China was basically shut down because of COVID, but it looks like it's waning there. Do you think China will return with the vengeance that it had in terms of wanting Thermo Fisher equipment?
Yeah, so when I think about China in 2022, we grew in the high single digits. And obviously in the fourth quarter, we saw lots of challenges from the widespread pandemic across the country as they eliminated the zero COVID policy. When I look to 2023, we're very excited about what the growth will be because of the technologies we provide. We help produce biologic medicines for the population. We do some of the academic research in the life sciences for our customers. And that means China, just given the investments that they're making in these areas, is a good end market for us. It's our second largest end market after the US. It represents about 9% of our revenue, and we would expect it to continue to play a role as a rapidly growing market for Thermo Fisher.
One last question, without revealing clients' names. Is there anything in the pipeline that you see people wanting equipment from that is truly dazzling that we will not believe in the next 10 years could occur?
Yeah, so what I'm super excited about is around cell therapies and gene therapies that our clients are bringing to market. They make a huge difference for patients. They're expensive often, and the role that we're playing is trying to bring the cost down. We're investing hugely in the research and development and the scale-up of manufacturing for the innovators so that we can help make it more accessible to more patients, and that can have an amazing impact on society. So we still have a lot of work to do, but it's worthy of the effort because it'll benefit society in such a large way.
Well, given how hard it is to get it chugged through and how long it takes and how expensive it is, you're making it possible. Well, I want to thank Marc Casper so much. During the period of tremendous COVID, he stood next to the president and had the machines that got us through this, and now he's making it back with making money for shareholders as he always has. Marc Casper, Chairman and CEO of Thermo Fisher. Marc, it's great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Chip, for having me.